I was shopping around for some film assets the other day when I saw this. These are overlay aspect ratios. And I was so confused that there are still professional creators in the film industry either using these or selling these. Using an overlay for your aspect ratio is just as bad as cropping your footage to force one, and I see a lot of YouTubers teaching that in their tutorials. Now, before I save the day and tell you what to really do, let me explain why these methods are bad. For starters, let's say your viewer has a poor internet connection, and as a result of that, their video is pixelated. Since you have now made your aspect ratio a physical part of the video, the black bars on the video are also going to be pixelated. Changing the quality settings on a YouTube video is a good way to catch people doing this. Now, I'm not innocent. If you look back earlier in my film career to some of the first music videos I ever did, you'll see that I am also guilty of doing this. However, that's why I'm making this video, because I want to help people who are where I was at back then not make the same mistakes I did. The second problem is, let's say your viewer is watching the video on a monitor that's the same aspect ratio you were trying to make your video into. Because your black bars are physically attached to the footage, he is going to be viewing your video inside of a black box because it is trying to adapt those black bars to that monitor. And last but not least, you're actually giving yourself more to render. Your file size will be smaller if you do this the proper way. Alright, enough trash talk. Let's teach you how to do this. First thing you want to do is open up Premiere Pro, start a new project, and import all of the clips you need. Now, before you add any clips to your timeline, what you're going to do is go to the top bar, click Sequence Settings, and then you want to change your vertical pixels. Now, what you change those pixels to is all up to what kind of aspect ratio you want. We have multiple options here. There's 1.85, which is called widescreen cinema, which has been used in many films such as E.T. 2.4, which is regular cinema, and what you will see in most movies nowadays. And one of our lesser used ones, which is 2.0, also known as Univision, which is used in the Netflix show House of Cards. Now, how do you know what to change your pixels to? Math. That's right, film creators. If you were like me, when you were in school, you hated learning math because you thought, I'm gonna work in film. Why will I need that? Well, now you need it. Now what we're gonna do is take the width of your footage and divide it by the decibel number of whatever aspect ratio you wanna use. For this example, we're gonna use regular cinema, so 2.4. And since the video you're watching right now was filmed in 4K, we're gonna do 3840 as our film width. So we're gonna do 3840 divided by 2.4, and that should equal 1600. Which means you want to change your vertical pixels to 1600. And now look at that. You can frame your shot inside of Premiere Pro. Your footage will natively adapt to any monitor it is watched on, and no matter what the quality of someone's internet, it will not pixelate those black bars. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, leave a like and comment below whatever tutorials you would like to see in the future. My name is Kyle from Protera Productions, and I'll see you next time.